In other news, oh, sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, tell me about this because I'm not fully familiar with this man. I've heard his name a couple of times, but I just want to
Oh,
know a little bit more about why this is significant.
Dylan, the fact that you just said I don't really know that much about Coach K, that actually blew me away. I actually thought you were joking for a moment there.
No,
And,
this
and then
podcast is more educational for me, for you to fill me in on things rather than me explain things
oh my
in my
God.
take on it.
Oh God. Did Coach K hit 900 wins in his career? I think he did. He's like, yeah. Yeah, so he's considered some people call him basketball evil because he's okay. So Coach K is a legendary coach for the last like 20 plus years in college basketball. One of the winningest coaches in history, won multiple national championships, one of the greatest coaches in history, and will go down as one of the greatest ever. He coaches the USA team like multiple times. He's the one that coached, I believe, that 2012 USA team that won with LeBron and Carmelo and all them. He also he's been a Duke forever, and he's basically made Duke into being Duke. Like, the fact that Duke is like a powerhouse in college basketball, it's because of Coach K. Now, the reason why some people, especially Aaron in the chat here, calls him the basketball evil is because he really, really fully embraced the one and dones when that was happening, when that was first starting. And that's why people are kind of upset with him as far as that goes in his legacy, because he definitely embraced the one and dones when it was happening, and he won a championship off of it, and has won a lot of games with it, that strategy. So that's kind of why. But yeah, he's an absolute legend. You have to like look up his win total and everything in
What do you
college
mean the one and
basketball.
dones? That's the part that I'm
One
missing.
and dones is in like player goes to college for a year and then goes to the NBA.
Okay.
That's what we call that's what you would call a one and done, is a player that goes 1 year and then is done.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and he's the one that basically kind of fully embraced it. And being the powerhouse that Duke was, he ended up winning, I believe, a national championship with that kind of one and done strategy. And in doing so, it sparked other teams to obviously go, hey, we have to do that too in order to be good and, meet the same kind of quality that Coach K has in his, teams and everything. So then that's why we're at this point now where one and dones are such a huge part of college basketball. So
Okay.
that's why he might be considered basketball evil. But overall, though, he's one of the greatest coaches to coach in history of college basketball. And like I said, I'm serious. If you just Google his win totals real quick on the side, it's just he's won an absurd amount of games, and it's just ridiculous. Yeah, let's see, what is it? Men's career during the
Oh,
time.
it's over 1,000. That it
Oh
said
yeah,
that was an article was so. Oh, here.
yeah. Just go to
1,097,302.
just go to his Wikipedia page real quick. Yeah, that's his record overall. So, yeah, he's coached. So he's actually from Chicago too, which is also shout out to that.
Huh.
Uh, but yeah, he's coached from Duke in 1980, Dylan, to present. Is that what that says? 1980?
Uh,
Jeez. Yeah, 1980 to present. He's 97 and 30 in the tournament.
that's
97
insane.
and 30. Yeah, he's just ridiculous. And if you scroll down, he's got five. What is that? Five NCAA tournament or Division One tournament championships. He's got 12 Final Four appearances, 15 ACC tournament championships. He's ridiculous. He's absurd. He's got so many awards. He's won 1,000 games in his career. He's had so many just incredible teams. Like he's the one that coached the Anthony Davis team. That was like absurd
Oh,
when
okay.
Anthony did. That was if you look up the team that Anthony Davis was on in Duke, it was all five of the starters on that team went in the first round of the draft.
Let's
Like
see
all
here.
five starters. So yeah, it was literally Anthony Davis was the number one overall pick. Michael Kidd Gilchrist was the number two overall pick. And then there was it was like you had like Deron Lamb go. You had what was it, Marquise Teague. We ended up taking Marquise Teague. I don't know if you remember him from the Bulls, but we took him at like the end of the first round.
Oh, okay.
Terrence Jones. Yeah, it was just stupid. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just dumb. Anthony Davis team was the Kentucky Wildcats. No, I'm sorry, Duke. I'm thinking JJ Redick and stuff. My bad. Wow, I just went on like a dumb
Wow, imagine
terror
not
there.
remembering the correct names for any sport team from the
Oh
past 10 years.
God, I
Embarrassing.
know. Look at that, Dylan. It's just
It's supposed to be
terrible.
better than that. It's supposed to be me who doesn't know this. I don't know.
But yeah, it's the like he said, it's the blue blood thing. You made the tournament 6 years in a row. Then you had one where you didn't get to compete in the postseason, but City of Oregon gets like a third. Yeah, it's just that's why people hate Duke. It's just people hate Duke because there's just so many. It's and Coach K is a big reason why because he always gets like incredible teams and they're always just absurdly catered to and they're also just absurdly good and they're all ridiculously talented. And he's had players like JJ Redick, who at one point was like the most hated player in college basketball when he was there. And yeah, he's had some ridiculous teams. He's coached some ridiculous players, and he's just been a legend in the sport for what you saw. I mean, literally 40, 41 years. And yeah, it's crazy that he is retiring. And it's one of those where like not every year does a big coaching job come available, like in college football, if Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson, Texas, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, uh, those type of schools, if a coaching job comes available, it's like crazy. It's like this is a once in a lifetime. Like, who are they going to get? And it's the same thing in college basketball. Like, it's Duke, Kentucky, North Carolina. It's just like a who's going to take over. That's why you had North Carolina's head coach Roy Williams, who's another legend, retired not too long ago, and his protege took over. And then same thing here. Coach K retires. Now it's a question of who's going to take over the legacy and everything he built at Duke, and maybe either keep the same level of excellency or even close to the same level of excellency that they've had for basically 40 years.
And so, was there any reason? They're just like, hey, I'm done, and I'm older, and I've nothing to prove at this point, so I'm out, type of thing.
Basically, yeah. Basically, it was just like he got tired of doing it every year, and it's understandable because, like I said, I mean, he's been doing it for years and years and years, and he's coached USA teams to gold medals. He's coached, countless college basketball teams to national championships and Final Four appearances and things like that. And it's just one of those where he's just like, okay, I've won 1,000 games. I've won 5 national championships. I've won gold medals. Like, what else do I need to do?
Yeah.